Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends around the world. My name is Leaf, and thank you guys so much for stopping in for another episode of the Kalahari Zoo. Now, this one I was really excited for, okay? So, the southern white rhino, it's such a beautiful creature. I feel like we gave it a lot of flack when it first was revealed just because, we already had the mod and it really didn't live up to the standards, but I need to say, after all the dust has been settled, after everything has happened, I absolutely am floored by the quality of this rhino. Now, I need to say, the baby, I'm not, okay, I'm gonna admit, I'm not too big of a fan of the juvenile. And that's just personal preference. I like my baby rhinos hornless. And they kind of opted for a little bit more of a juvenile rhino. I can totally understand that. The baby stage for all these animals takes a pretty long time for them to grow up. And you would rather see juvenile rhinos with a little bit of a horn rather than no horn at all. This, it's totally on Frontier's part, but, I was just I went to Zoo Tampa a while ago and they had the baby Indian rhino and they just had a baby white rhino too. And they're completely hornless when they're very young. So, I don't know, I just got kind of used to seeing that, and I think they're cuter like that because they just don't even look like rhinos at all. They just look like, I don't know, plated cows? I don't know, it's too early in the morning. I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah, so I wanted to design this little bit of an innovative exhibit, and I kind of wanted to have a little bit of an elevated platform, so I had to put stairs in here. But I did want to give people who, they can't really go upstairs, so older people, maybe people who don't really have that much use in their legs or something like that, I wanted to give them a little bit more of a unique view, so I opted for an underwater viewing. Don't ask me why, I just felt like it was necessary. So, I figured, the rhinos, they're out in the sun all day, they're probably used to it a lot, but, they're a little bit north. These are the southern white rhinos, mind you, they're probably not used to the absolute heat of the North Africa climate, and I figured we might as well give them a little bit of place to cool down in if the weather seems to get a little too hot. And I wanted to do a little bit something interesting with this habitat, so yeah, underwater viewing it was. I totally do want to do one for hippos as well. I feel like that would be insanely awesome, so I'll do that sometime soon. I'm probably not going to do it relatively soon, but once we get towards the tail end of the zoo, once we kind of run through all the rest of the Africa DLC animals, we'll certainly start to do stuff like that. Just go back to our original roster and see what we can do, just to live with it. Here I am. I want to do something with these the arbor, whatever, the lattice, but it just really wasn't working out too well. I couldn't really design too well. I'm not too good with the angles of I'm not too good with angles, I'll admit. So I do opt for a little bit of a shade structure, just your classic base game Planet Zoo shade structure, but I use that I use the Egyptian pole right in the middle, and it looks really, really cool, nothing we've ever had before, and I just absolutely love it. It adds so much character to this part of the zoo. Oh no, and I want to have that blue and yellow that we were trying to harken from before. I definitely do want to bring in some more of those North African style buildings and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a food plaza or something going on soon, but we're getting there. We're slowly but surely chugging away. But yeah, I absolutely am loving how well this area turned out. I wanted to have a little bit more of an elevated viewing, as I was saying before, just so we could get a better view of the rhinos and stuff. It's not really the most realistic rhino exhibit, I'll admit. That's something that I'm gonna say for a lot of these exhibits in general, but I'm still having a lot of fun with it, and that's what I want to stress about with this series more than anything. If you're not having fun with the game, then you're not really playing it, I'll admit. As long as you're having fun, then you're doing right by me, I guess. Especially with some of my other series, I know Blackstone, I'll probably hop back in there and put some our modded animals in there. Not the revamped modded animals, I guess. or at least check out the bear diving. I do want to go have like an episode where I kind of rehash the old zoos a little bit. I know I just put the African penguins into Foxborough, and they seem to absolutely love it. They love it so much more than the modded ones, and they have better hitboxes too. And I'll explain this when we actually get in there. They can hop around their exhibits so much better than the king penguin base could. But still, nonetheless, here I am doing a little bit more foliage work. Pretty much the same thing that we've been seeing, like, pretty much in the rest of the habitats. And I wanted to extend it out to the dunes in the back a little bit more, just so we could see, I don't know, just so we could see a little bit more of the natural beauty start to take form. I wanted to put the acacia tree in there. It's, like, I was talking with King Terra, and he was like, the shadows on it are absolutely amazing, and like that was when I realized, hey, maybe the texture isn't all that good, but it still adds to the vibes. And you know, as long as something adds to the vibes, it's all good, you know? But yeah, I'm absolutely loving all the foliage in this pack. Some of the stuff I'm not really too sold on. I know Nick and I were talking and we were like, yeah, the dragon's blood and the quiver tree, I think it is. Yeah, they're fine, but you're not really going to use them outside of like an Africa habitat. You may use them in like a botanical garden or something like that, but it just like, I don't know, it's just not the most useful tree. Meanwhile, we have like all these new bushes and stuff that are absolutely useful, and I just really do love how well they came out. I'm doing a little bit more work down here as well, and we're actually ending the speed build pretty soon. I do a little bit more work in like the live portion just with a little bit of a terrain paint, but still. I don't think I actually, you know, shilled in the live portion. Whoops. So if you guys are new, I would highly recommend you guys subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, thank you guys for watching a little bit of the speed build. I know it's a little bit of an interesting habitat. I know it's a little bit of samey as what we'd seen before. Here I am just working with like the hitboxes and stuff like that so they can traverse the whole habitat. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the live portion. See you guys there. Alright guys, well welcome to the live portion of another speed build for a good old, I even forgot the name of it, Kalahari Zoo. So yeah, we worked on the southern white rhino habitat, and I really do love how this came out. So over here you enter the little fork in the road and you get to choose where you go. So obviously you would probably want to go through here first. Check out our nice little hyenas. I don't think I did any work on here since we last left off, but there they go, still using this little enrichment up here. I still love that. But yeah, if you come down here, you find your way over to the white rhinos. So you take this little path down there, and I have this all set up for the fennec fox. I think I want to do, just have them like have a nice dual view into the exhibit right there. But yeah, the white rhinos, they have a lot of room in their habitat, so I worked on this. I wanted to have like two-fold exhibit kind of look. So I have this little entryway over here, and we can actually go up to this nice little viewing platform. I really do love how well this came out. I use like the Australia logs over here, and I use this pillar in the middle from the Africa pack. But yeah, look at these guys. They absolutely love this little habitat over here. And yeah, Frontier did an absolute banger job with these guys. They are absolutely beautiful. Absolute units, I need to say. And I just love like all the color variation between them all. Like, it's insane. But yeah, I wanted to have a little bit more of a kind of forested look over here, I guess. A lot more scrub land, if it were. And I did a little bit of background over here with like all these plants in the dunes over there. I really should have taken the time to clear out the, you know, the scenario map, but you know, I think it looks pretty good nonetheless. We can just say it's based in like the Atlas Mountains. But yeah, I just really do love how these guys ended up in this little exhibit. I use a corrugated metal as like the fencing around here just because I wanted it to be a little bit more industrial than the rest of the exhibits. Not really sure as to why, but I feel like it works out pretty well. But over here is like one of my favorite parts, so I want to include a little bit of, you know, I'm actually going to work on this while I'm here with you guys, a little bit of underwater viewing. And, you know, I felt like underwater viewing would have been absolutely perfect for this enclosure just because, I don't know, it'd give people who, you know, they can't really walk up these stairs too well, it would still give them a really unique view into the exhibit itself. I haven't actually seen them use the water too much. I should probably, you know, edit the weights of that so they actually would want to go in the water more. But I figure in like a hot climate like Africa, you would see them kind of like going into the water a little bit. Maybe he'll actually go in, and he didn't. Oh well. But still, I love these guys so much, and it seems like the habitat turned out really good. Habitat. Wow, I can't even talk. But yeah, I figured I might as well keep this little part open down here, just as a way to, like, you know, have a little bit of more open concept down here. Kind of like have a nice gathering area, maybe even throwing like a food stand or something like that. But yeah, I really do love how this little zoo's coming out so far. I really should start to bring in some more of like the plaster wall sets in here. Kind of just have more of an emphasis of that in there. But no, I really do enjoy this build so far. And I hope you guys are enjoying it so far as well. This is still day 1 of the Africa pack for me, so I hope you guys are enjoying like all the content that's been coming out. I should have like Africa pack is trash video coming out yesterday. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. A little bit of a hot take, but you know, I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to report on. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you guys in the next video. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days.